everyone. We're finally halfway through the week. I don't know about you guys, but the last 2 days have definitely been dragging. Like, man, is it Friday yet? Anyways, we're here, I'm live. We're gonna do mini meditation. So I left my dog, I left Brody in the house yesterday, and I left him in the house this morning. And the look on his face when I came out here, I swear to God, can dogs' faces get any more like fuzzier or puppier than when you leave them, you go somewhere without them? He was like totally pissed off at me, like, where are you going, Mom? Anyways, so this morning, I didn't really have a whole lot as far as what came up for me and what was active for me, just like yesterday. So yesterday we did a body scan, which I feel like that was probably one of my best meditations in the last 3 weeks. I don't know how it felt for all of you, but it felt really, really good for me to guide it. So this morning we're gonna do a little fear inventory. And the reason why I want to do a fear inventory is because a lot of times we use fear as a reason to not do things, when fear is actually just an illusion. We have fear around things that haven't even happened yet. And so to really take inventory of that fear, to really take an observation, like an outside perspective, and look at that fear and go, oh wait, this hasn't even happened yet. And so we use that to paralyze ourselves from going after our goals, going after our dreams. Some people have a fear of failure. Some people have a fear of success. Like, believe it or not, if you look at failure, the difference between failure and the difference between success, failure is almost like giving yourself a way out. If you're like, oh man, this didn't work out, cool, I didn't have to show up. Versus success, if you start being successful, if you start reaching that goal, you're like, oh my God, like I actually have to show up, I actually have to do the thing. And so sometimes we can sit in that fear of failure and almost use it as an excuse to not show up. It's like we're protecting ourselves from not doing what we really want to do, if that makes sense. Cool. So go ahead and close down your eyes. We'll do the Bellows breath this morning for our breath work. And that is in through the nose, out through the nose. It's going to be a forceful inhale and a forceful exhale. So there's no pause between the inhale and the exhale. You're just pumping the belly. So the breath automatically goes out, automatically comes in. And closing down the eyes. Making sure you're in a comfortable position. It's something I talk about all the time. You do not want to be uncomfortable during breath work and meditation. You do not want to pass out. You want to make sure that you're seated comfortably. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to focus on your breath. So make sure you're in a comfortable position, closing down the eyes. And we're just going to do one cycle of this Bellows breath. So taking a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just cleansing breaths. And on your next inhale, you're going to inhale halfway, and then you're going to forcefully exhale through your nose. So this breath pattern is all done through the nose. And sometimes you need a Kleenex. Keep going. And releasing that breath. Coming back to your normal breath pattern and just lengthening the breath, lengthening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And filling into your desires, the goals that you have. What fears come up for you around this desire? And just allow yourself to explore, play in the uncertainty. What is the fear around getting exactly what you desire? And with every inhale and exhale, dropping deeper into the body. Noticing the sensations that come up for you. Noticing where in the body you feel them. And if anything feels tight or constricted, seeing if you can breathe deeper into that space. What are the fears that come up for you around getting exactly what you desire? And if you can't connect to fear, maybe leaning into what's stopping you, what's holding you back. What's keeping you from taking action towards your desires? What does that fear feel like in your body? What does that inaction feel like in your body? And just take note of it. We're not attaching to it. We're not making it mean anything. We're just taking inventory. Deepening the breath. Dropping deeper into the body. What is the fear around getting exactly what you desire? How is that fear keeping you safe? Seeing if you can go a little deeper. What are the fears that you have around getting exactly what you desire? Feel it now. See it in your mind's eye. Playing in the uncertainty, allowing yourself to be completely ridiculous with these fears. Deepening the breath. Going deeper into the body, noticing the sensations that come up for you. Noticing where you feel them. What do they feel like? The fear you have is not real. The fear you have hasn't even happened yet. And just play in that space now. How is that fear keeping you safe? The feelings you have around this fear is real. The fear itself is not. And seeing if you can shift those fears and reframe them in a way that actually helps you take one step closer towards your desires, your goals, the things that you want in your life. And just breathing that fresh, new perspective into those fears the fears that haven't even happened yet. And reframing them in a way that feels really good. Feels really good on your nervous system. It feels open. It feels expansive. Gets you excited. Playing in that space. Playing in the reframe. And slowly releasing the fears, releasing the reframe. Coming back to your core desires, back to the space around you. And keeping your eyes closed, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Be stretching out your arms. Whatever slow movement feels good to you here. And just know that the feelings you have around your fears are real. The feelings you have around your desires are real. The feelings you have around the reframe are real. The fear itself is not. The fear has not happened yet. And while the reframe and the desire hasn't happened yet either, the mind looks for evidence to make whatever you believe true. So if you can believe in your fear, you can also shift that and believe in your core desires. So as you go about the rest of your day, leading into your core desires, leading into the reframe that you have, that next best step, the action that you can be taking on a daily basis, allow yourself to look for the evidence that it's all working. And when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes, coming back into this space. Just letting me know in the comments below if you were able to connect to some of those fears, and if you were able to really reframe those fears. So your invitation after this is to journal about what came up for you. It's really important to actually look at the fears, look at the pain, look at all of the things that we don't want to look at, all of the negatives, and to go, oh, okay, this isn't really true. And so you can actually begin to reframe all of those fears in a way that feels good on your nervous system. So we stay stuck in cycles, in struggle, in pain, in suffering, because we're so worried about what has happened in the past and what hasn't even happened yet in the future. And so our bodies, our minds specifically, are looking for the evidence to make whatever we believe true. And so if you're only doing the mindset piece and you're up here in your structured mind and not in your body, in the embodied awareness piece, you're not going to be able to really dig into your core beliefs and shifting those core beliefs. It's not just about the things you think in your mind. It's about what you truly, truly believe in your body, because your body holds the truth. Your mind will tell you whatever you want to tell it. You can shift your thoughts in an instant like that. We're really getting into the core, the belief that you have, the conditions that you grew up with. Those core beliefs are embedded into us over generations and generations. Depends on where you live, the people that you've surrounded yourself with. Those core beliefs will always win over whatever thoughts you have in your brain. So go deeper, get to the root of the belief, and shift the belief, not just the thoughts in your head, because the more that you believe in yourself, the more you follow your intuition, the more that you work on the core belief, everything else literally falls into place. So it's the bottom up method versus mindset and then trying to force yourself to believe something that you haven't worked out yet. You haven't shifted those beliefs yet. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me live, and I will see you tomorrow.